My belief is that if your wife was only interested in the big ones and you're saying that you are not that, I'm here with all the swinging questions that you've sent in over the last week or so. I'm going to go with the ones that have been sent in repeatedly because they're clearly the ones that you're all dying to know the answers to. No, it's not weird at all. Lots and lots of people attend events just to have a look around, have a drink, mix, mingle, meet new people, make those connections. There is absolutely no obligation to play when you go to a club whatsoever. You can just go there and enjoy the atmosphere. So the next question we've got is one that's about jealousy. And my answer would be, if you feel jealous after a meet, that's completely natural and normal. Lots of people do feel jealous after they've had a meet, even if they enjoyed it themselves. It's natural behaviour. The way that you deal with that jealousy and communicate and talk to your partner, that's how you need to deal with it though. If you're gonna cry and get upset and argue, maybe you need to rethink, maybe take a step back. I wouldn't say you're delusional for looking for a single female. I think that a lot of people start off in the lifestyle just looking for a woman, for the female partner to explore her bisexuality. They are few and far between. There is far more single males in the lifestyle than there is single females, but they do exist. It's just a case of keep looking, keep attending socials, joining apps and stuff, and eventually you will find that person. Do attractive couples get treated differently? Yes. If I'm completely honest, I believe that attractive couples are treated differently in two ways. The first way is that they may get invited to places and events more than other people. But the other way is that people look at them and judge them. That's the pretty crowd. And they accuse them of being cliquey and things like that. So they get positive things and they get negative things. But it really doesn't matter because lots of events are open to absolutely anybody. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter who your friends are. Anybody's welcome. So I wouldn't get hung up on what you look like or if you think someone's better looking than you. There's still going to be events out there that you're going to be invited to. Have I ever thought I've made a mistake here? I would say yeah, there's been a few times. You can chat to someone online. You can meet someone briefly at a social or at an event. But then if you actually arrange to meet up with them and spend a bit of time and your personalities just do not click, then it has happened and we've had to sort of back away and leave. Just go with your gut. If you think this is not working and I'm not clicking with this person, just make your excuses and leave. Don't ever put yourself in a position where you're going to do something that you don't want to do. In the swinging world, it is very well known that there is a lot more men than there is women, and women do get a lot more attention than men do. I wouldn't say 100% of the time, but a lot of the time the women do. And this is purely because if you were in a couple, a lot of the women are bisexual. So you've got the men that are looking for girls, and then you've got the woman that's also looking for a girl. So you've got that pair of people are both looking for the woman. So the guy's not going to come up to the other guy, unless he's bisexual, and start hitting on him, whereas they might the woman. And it's easier, girls compliment girls. So they might not want to go up to someone's husband and be like, whoa, you look fit. But a girl can be like, oh, I love your outfit. Oh, I love your hair. Oh, your makeup looks nice. It's a lot more natural and easier, I think personally, to compliment and give attention to a woman than it is to a man. So I've seen some crazy things in all the years that I've been in the lifestyle, some wild situations, but one of the ones that does stick out for me was quite a few years ago now. It was an event that I was actually hosting, and towards the end of the night, everyone had disappeared off to the playrooms. And I went for a wander, and in the group playroom, there is like a tiered bed. It goes up into 3 or 4 tiers like this. And I think it holds about 70 people if you cram them all together and they're layered up. And there was not 1 inch of bed space. The whole room, from the top to the bottom of all the tiers, was completely full, packed with people obviously enjoying themselves and having fun. But it was like, you just walk around the corner and I was like, wow, that is a lot of people all in like a room that's not designed for that many people at all. So I would say that was probably one of the wildest things that I've seen. So sometimes we've been to events and I have felt like the vibe's not really there. But if you only get 1 free night a month or every other month and you've got dressed up and you've made the effort and you spent money on the event ticket and your outfits, you do feel a little bit obliged that you should stay. You want it to be a good night, but it's just not happening. We have been in that position a few times, and sometimes we've sort of stayed a bit longer, but you're like, should we give it half an hour and leave? We generally just go home or go and have our own fun with each other rather than stay and not enjoy ourselves. So I wouldn't stay till closing if I wasn't having a good time. So this is a question about verification and verifying yourself or someone that you're talking to. We have been asked this a few times. So if you are trying to arrange to meet someone and you've been chatting for a while and you've asked them to do a video call, it could be a 10-second video call just to say, hi, my name is Tanya. I am me because I'm live on video call to you, just to prove they are who they say they are. And they refuse to do that or even send you a face photo, you're never going to meet that person. They're just chatting away, probably picture collecting if you've sent them photos. They're not serious about the lifestyle, because if you were, you would be happy to verify yourself, or at least send a photo or do a quick video call to confirm you are who you say you are. So no, I would be blocking that person and not speaking to them ever again. I don't think that being experienced changes the answer to this. This should go for anybody. So you think with experience, it's just more about looks or people's personalities? I think that a mixture of those comes in to whether you've been doing this for 2 weeks or 2 years. I think personality should always come into it. Looks obviously initially, but you've got to also click with that person and get along with them. It's not just, oh, you look nice, let's go to a room. There's a lot more to it than that. People generally make a bit of a connection, get to know each other before that part happens. Before I started swinging, we had no idea. Nobody had really warned us about anything, told us anything. We honestly didn't have a clue. We just joined a website. A few days later, went to our closest club that was close to our home. That was it. I wish that people would have warned me about fake accounts, because there is a lot of people that are just fake accounts online. Now we can spot them a mile off, but to begin with, we didn't know. People that are just trying to wife snatch. So if you are part of a couple, there is what you call wife snatchers out there, that they don't really want to play with the couple, they just want the girl. So they'll try and sort of push the guy to one side. I wish that I was pre-warned about that, because it happens. It's a bit of a different question, that one, all about the big ones. I personally, my belief is that if your wife was only interested in the big ones and you're saying that you are not that, then she wouldn't be with you. She obviously still loves you for you, because she wouldn't stay with you. If when you go out and what you go looking for and she says, oh, I want this, that's her being truthful, her being honest in her wants and what she wants to get out of your scenario. So she's just being honest with you. But if you're going home with her at the end of the night and she's staying with you, what's the problem? Upside down pineapples. You see them everywhere, don't you now? And this is something that people ask all the time. Why is there upside down pineapples everywhere? What's this got to do with swingers? So they originated that the pineapples were a symbol of hospitality, particularly on cruise ships, where they're quite well known for swinging. So what was happening was people were turning the pineapples upside down to signal to everybody else that I am a swinger. If you knock on my door, you might be welcomed in. And it's just grown bigger and bigger worldwide. So now the upside down pineapple is like a beacon, like a logo. Where Batman has his symbol that he flashes out of his little bat, we have the upside down pineapple, just like this, where people then know they are part of the lifestyle. It won't stay, will it? It won't, because it's... there we go. That is all the questions that I've got through that you've been sending in. But if you have any questions that you would like me to answer, or you want a bit of my own personal advice on, send them in to Ash and Tanya. Send it as a message, because if you pop it in the comments, I might miss it if it's on random posts. But you let me know. And again, this is just my personal opinion. It's nothing that's set in stone. It's just me giving my view.